Munich's famous food market. Karl Ederer is a regular shopper here, looking for fresh vegetables grown in the region. He checks to make sure the parsley root is locally grown. Autumn is harvest time, and Ederer likes to support organic food from Bavaria. He's a fan of local, sustainable agriculture. It's all part of the movement he's dubbed Heimat food, traditional dishes with a special flair.
Heimat food begins with typical local products. So that means typical German products and used in season. But it's not extremist or militant. My Heimat food movement isn't about lecturing people. It's about advocacy and pleasure and enjoyment. Cooking with ingredients that are fresh and regional.
His restaurant in the center of Munich's historic district serves the chef's reinterpretations of traditional cuisine. His recipes are featured in a newly published cookbook as well. Ederer wants his food to be more than a simple reenactment of time-tested fare.
Heimat food is a culinary style, so it also has to do with preparation and with techniques drawn from various international cuisines. So what we call German food is cooked with greater skill and given a more elegant presentation. But the flavors are still deeply reminiscent of the food we know from home.
The market for culinary books and magazines is booming, with sales increasing up to 40% over the past decade. Regional ingredients and traditional recipes adapted for the home kitchen are especially popular.
There's been a long phase of internationalization and globalization of cuisines. Our traditional mealtime rituals have fallen by the wayside, and takeout food has become the name of the game. In that context, the return to tradition and the local seems almost exotic. What was once ordinary and mundane now seems almost like a luxury.
Today, Ederer is cooking a Wells catfish using a recipe from his book. This type of catfish features frequently in Bavarian cuisine. His version has an unconventional taste, thanks in part to the parsley root, which adds a sweet note. The traditional way to serve this fish is whole and with salted potatoes. Instead, Ederer wraps the slices of catfish in potato strips that resemble spaghetti.
When I visited my mother, she'd cook classic dishes for me. It was great, but the richness always overwhelmed me so much that I would immediately head to the couch. Modern contemporary cuisine has an element of lightness, and it should also have a high nutritional value.
The fish is done after 3 or 4 minutes. People used to boil it to death in 30 minutes, but Karl Ederer's version is moist on the inside and crispy on the outside.
This is modern German cuisine.
Traditional cooking, but in a wholly unfamiliar guise.